Okay, this is going to be, since it's 2 days before Christmas, why not do this now, real quick? These are the Clara Awards for the Clara Movie Awards for this year. So, the Clara Movie Awards for this year, the nominees for, let's see. Okay, basically what I'm saying here is, in my review thing from a couple of days ago, nominees, that most of the movies that are allegedly going to come out in the last week of this year are all in limited release, almost all of them. The ones that the Oscars nominated are in limited release, so we can't see them here. We'd have to go downtown San Jose and see them there. And usually Oscars are a popularity contest, so when they throw in art house movies, it shouldn't count. Exception to the rule, Birdman years ago, The Boy years ago. The Clara Awards is usually a popularity contest similar to the VMAs. It's my own version. It's Maurice Card's own version too. It's a movie awards thing, giving no actual awards to anyone really, which is kind of weird. It's a cat. It's named after a cat from the 80s. That was one of the tuxedo cat that was named after the cow from the Disney cartoons, Clarabelle. So anyway, so yes, also a painted cow. Anyway, this is the cat awards. The cow cat. Yes, the nominees for best drama are that I've seen. This is a movie that I've seen, or Mark's Cards might have seen. These are all of what I've seen. I don't know what Mark's Cards has done this time because he is not available. So I put them in categories: drama and comedy, sci-fi, fantasy, that kind of thing. So that makes sense. It's like, why not have, like the VMAs do, or the other ones, the popularity ones do, the Globes or whatever. Why not have categories for each kind of movie? That way, sci-fi can get a nod. That way, fantasy can get a nod. That way, horror can get a nod. Not just sleepy dramas, which Oscar loves. Oscar loves those weepy dramas. Okay, my nominees for the movies that I've seen. So that means if I haven't seen it, I ain't putting it on there. Last year, The Revenant had come out in January. Finally out here, and then we saw it. But technically, it's a 2017 movie. 2016, it was created. Yeah, okay, fine. But yeah, that movie should not have been nominated at all. But they didn't have anything this year. They don't have anything again. Here we have the best drama. This is the one that Oscar always goes after, the dramas. I don't know whether these are going to get it though, because I thought they ignored it. Here we go. Edge of 17, 17 drama movie. These are the nominees. Edge of 17. Snowden. Snowden is an Oliver Stone movie about Snowden. Sully, that movie about the plane that crashed in the Hudson, or landed in the Hudson. That might actually get an Oscar. Actually, that is on their list. Snowden and Scully. Let's see. Deepwater Horizon may also be on there. Probably shouldn't be though. It's not that great. About half of it maybe. Let's see. That shouldn't be on there. Okay, the next is, and pretty much that's what I said. These are nominees. Nominees for best comedy. Keanu, the one with the cat. The little cat that the gangsters are after. Not to be confused with the other cat movie with Christopher Walken as a cat. Not that movie. That probably sucked. I didn't see it. Hail Caesar, which was making fun of Hollywood. I figured it wouldn't get a nod at all because it's making fun of Hollywood. But lovingly, it's spoofing it. And the Red Scare. Sausage Party. It's a movie that Oscar would not go after, but it is. There are some really funny scenes in this movie. It's really dirty, really filthy movie. But yeah, there's some funny scenes in it. So it gets the Oscar because it's got to be funny. And Barbershop, The Next Cut, which probably going to get it because it's poignant as well as being funny. So yes, yeah. Sausage Party was good. Okay, best horror movie. I haven't seen very many horror thrillers this year. Mark's Cards has probably seen more of them, like The Witch and so forth. I have not. I have seen 10 Cloverfield Lane. That movie was really good until the last 10 minutes. Really dark, twisted. The Cellar is what the title was originally. It should have just ended with her escaping, and then it wouldn't have been Cloverfield at all. But it kind of is connected to Cloverfield because, ooh, Cloverfield, and he was a guy, a scientist. Didn't need to be at all. It should have just been its own thing. But yeah, is a movie still good if it has like 10 minutes at the end that don't make sense? I don't know. So yeah. The Blair Witch Project 3, the remake of sort of a reboot. Blair Witch Project 3. The haunted house. In this case, it's the flip side. The last 10 minutes were excellent. The rest of the movie, good. Better than average. Good. So yeah. Midnight Special. Creepy, horror-y movie sort of thing. Sci-fi kid has powers that come out of his eyes and stuff. It's like scaring the townsfolk. It actually is a horror movie. Sci-fi elements, but it's a horror movie. Yeah, definitely worth a look. Midnight Special, very creepy. Let's see. Okay, best fantasy film. Best fantasy film of the year includes Star Trek Beyond, Rogue One: The Star Wars Story, Midnight Special, which is also in that category. Doesn't mean it'll get it just because it's twice. The Jungle Book and Pete's Dragon. These are the two live-action ones. Jungle Book and Pete's Dragon were earlier. Yeah. During the month. Best... and that's kind of what it says. 50th anniversary Star Trek nod ought to get some kind of credit for being 50th anniversary Star Trek nod. Yeah. And since we're Trekkies, we favor the Trek over the Star Wars. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a tie. So let's see. Best action movie. That's where I put the animated action stuff. That's where I put stuff like Deadpool, which could be comedy as well a little bit. Captain America: Civil War, Doctor Strange, and Hardcore Henry, that video game movie POV thing that everybody got sick watching because he kept moving around. Yeah. And then we come to Mark Scar's favorite best animated feature, Zootopia. If Zootopia doesn't get some kind of Oscar, the Oscars are stupid. They are stupid, but they're going to be really stupid if they don't give Zootopia something. It's like a movie made over $1 billion. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it was like the highest grossing Disney animated Pixar movie since Toy Story 3. Crikey. Making a lot of money. But yes, Finding Dory, which has our beloved scene, which has the scene that tricked everybody. Everybody thought that the same-sex couple was the two ladies with the octopus baby jumps into... The guy disguised as a baby jumps into the carriage. No, it's not. It's the sea lions. They were the couple. Yes, they were the couple. It's 2016. All right, it said Finding Dory. And also, if you think about it, Dory and the Shark Lady. Yeah, they had something going on. They understood each other. Oh my. But yes, let's see. Wasn't just seeing it for that. Anyway, we have, next is Moana. Disney's Moana most recent movie. Secret Life of Pets. Kung Fu Panda 3, which came out way early this year, yeah. Kubo and the Two Strings, for originality, possibly, the paper and stuff. Actually, all that was not all CGI. It was mostly stop motion. Probably took them forever. Yeah, so what are we going to get here? And usually it's a popularity contest. But it's also, if it was creative and different in some way. That's how that's Clara Awards. The movies don't actually receive anything. We just say that. Let's see. Okay. Coupon 2 Strings. Not a lot here. Honorable mentions are The Witch, 13 Hours, Magnificent Seven, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows. Honorable mention. Also, there's the movies The Trailer Lied. That also would go for this new one, Passengers. Suicide Squad, Batman vs. Superman, and Rogue One. Which half of the trailer lied. Literally, they didn't include it in the movie. And Turd of the Year will be Max Steel. There's no one else in the category, although there were some pretty bad ones. Actually, you could probably add to that Sisters, which was the movie I was thinking about earlier in an earlier review. Sisters was crap. But yes, chick flick, but bad. Okay, Best Visual Effects, Doctor Strange for the cityscapes falling on each other. Rogue One for the final beachhead battle scene. Star Trek Beyond for the space station, a funny looking smoke globe space station. Kubo and the Two Strings, because all of that was pretty much all stop motion. The paper mache guys paper men fighting each other and stuff. It's pretty remarkable. So yeah, we got lots of special effects. It's likely one of those will get an Oscar. But yeah, all of the Oscar movies are art house that no one has heard of that aren't out yet. Hidden Figures is not going to be out until January. They can't put it on the list. They rushed it to production because, we have to have, a sassy African-American movie to make up for last year. But really, it was probably in production before the Oscars finished last year. They just threw it, distributed better. It's like The Help, but with NASA people. It shouldn't be, because in 1961, you would not have sassy women at all, because it's 1961. But, okay, let's just reinvent how that happened. Why don't we? And then they wouldn't make jokes about the bus thing from the trailer either, I wouldn't think. Yeah, if they were actually living the civil rights movement, they wouldn't be making allusions to it. It would be like being in the middle of a Vietnam picture going, darn that Vietnam thing that's going on right now. It would be just weird to reference literally what they were doing at the time, as though it was now looking back on it. Yeah, it's odd. Kind of like in that Boston bombing trailer, in which they're implying that somehow the two main characters are super patriotic right away to go fight the bad guys. And it's like, would they have thought that at the time? Probably not. They're probably just doing their jobs, as security guards or whatever. Probably not. Because usually an actual hero is somebody that doesn't brag, for one thing. Yeah. And they weren't bragging. The movie just wanted to make, it's Kiefer Sutherland, oh my gosh. Ah. Anyway, so the Oscars likes dark movies. Next year we're looking forward to that one, to Beauty and the Beast, to other ones, to The Space Between Us, to a bunch of other things coming out. That should be in 2017. Looks to be a more interesting year. There's also hopefully to see that Russian space movie that looks really dreary and dark, because they're all like that. They haven't made a fun Russian movie. And if you've ever seen Melancholia, that wasn't Russian, but it was kind of like, yeah. But yeah, the Clara Awards. They like the dreary ones over there at the Oscars. 89th Oscars. And they always say the next year over when they mean this year, which is always weird when they do that. They mean the 2016 movies, even though Oscar airs in February. They mean 2016. So, but they didn't always. If you go back to the 80s, they were in January. They just ran out of ideas. For a while there, they had 10 movies to rate, but that was during the hiatus of right around 2012 when there were a lot of movies about a lot of stuff. Because some directors were actually freaked out about it being 2012, so they put out a lot more movies that year. It didn't end the world. The world's still here. It's 2016 going on 2017. So, yeah, it's... And that winter solstice thing that we're talking about, that just happened. And we're still here. Again. So, yeah. Yeah, the center of the galaxy and all that lined up. It's just raining. Anyway, so that's it. The Clara Awards. The Clara Awards, yeah.